Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Alexa. I'm 75, almost 76, and I live in England. And I live alone. And today I wanted to talk to you about how I found YouTube. And it's not what you would think, it's probably not what you think, but this is how I came to be at YouTube. I moved into this house, which is a little tiny house in Aldeburgh, which is about 90 miles northeast of London on the coast. And I moved here about 15 years ago. And this is an idyllic little town. It's really nice, very, very small. There's about 2,400 people here, and there are two sort of classes of people here. There are those looking at the light and waiting to die, me. And then there are those who service the people that work in the shops and the restaurants and the bars around town. So that's it, because there's no industry anywhere. There's no sort of middle class. It's not a family type of place, you know. Of course, some of the people that work in the service industry, of course, do have families, but yeah, on the whole, that's what you get. So when I moved here, this is a summer destination. A lot of people here there's a lot of wealthy people that live here, but they have second homes and they live in London. A lot of film people, a lot of writers, a lot of musicians. It's a very artsy-fartsy sort of place. We have Bill Nighy lives down the road, and Keira Knightley lives down the other road, and then if you want to go the younger generation, we have Ed Sheeran just across the way. So, and there's lots of writers here. Ruth Rendell, P.D. James, she lived here until she passed away. A lot of film people, the whole Freud family live here, and also you've got Richard Curtis, Four Weddings and a Funeral, Love Actually, and they live just down the road. So there's lots of artsy people, but in the wintertime, they're all somewhere else. And in the summer, all of the empty houses, become full with Londoners. And the Londoners take the handymen, and because they pay them London prices, so of course you're going to work for somebody who's going to pay you a lot more money than the locals. So trying to find somebody to do work for you is incredibly difficult. So when I moved in here 15 years ago, I thought I was a little bit more able then. And I thought, well, hell, I can do that. I should be able to do that. I'm smart. I have an education. I should be able to wield a hammer or something and fix something. So where do you find out? And a neighbor said to me, have you looked on YouTube? You can learn anything on YouTube. And I thought, oh, okay, I thought that was just for kids. I didn't know it was, anything that was of use to anybody of my age. So on I went to YouTube to find out how to do this particular thing that I needed to do at the time. And of course, I fell down a rabbit hole. And down that rabbit hole, I came across all of the information I ever needed to do anything in and around your house and garden. But I also found an addiction, which is power tools. I love a power tool. And in researching the job that I needed to do at the time, I came across an angle grinder. What in God's name is an angle grinder? What the hell do you use that for? So I went on to the various videos of what an angle grinder was and how to use it. And I thought, nah, I have to have one of those. So I have an angle grinder. That was my first power tool. And then it got worse after that. And now I had to rent a garage because I have so many power tools. And I have a hedge trimmer, a giant, enormous hedge trimmer. You wouldn't believe the size of these scissory things on this thing. And I don't have a hedge. My garden isn't big enough for a hedge. I don't even have a shrub that is tall enough to be considered a hedge. And this thing would decimate it anyways, but I have it. And that's how I found YouTube. It was you just keep looking, so it was sort of like entertainment. And television now is just pure rubbish. I mean, who wants to watch naked people running around and people just meeting each other and getting married? It's just ludicrous stuff. So the YouTube became my main source of entertainment and light powered stuff. But and then you progress. I mean, it's been 15 years now, so of course I've gotten a little bit better. I just started this YouTube channel just on the 17th of December of this past year, so I'm not even a month into it yet. So it's still a new thing that I am now part of the Great Wide Web. And incidentally, please subscribe because I want to be famous on here. Why not? Everybody else is. So I'm short of dancing around doing weird things. I just want my 15 minutes. But anyways, and in hindsight, now that I have all these power tools and I don't use them, of course, people come and knock on the door and say, "Do you have?" "Oh, sure, I've got it." "Here's the key. Go and have a look." "Yeah, I've got it." "Want a hedge trimmer?" But this little darling is got to be my all-time favorite wonderful thing. I paid £7 for this at IKEA. And I'm the queen of flat pack. Everything in my house came from IKEA practically. I just love a flat pack. But this thing is fabulous and has all of these little doodads that you can stick on there. And it's wonderful for £7. Greatest buy I ever bought. And that's for a woman alone in a house. This is all you need. And this. Now, I'm not sponsored by IKEA, but if they'd love to sponsor me, I'd love to have them. But this thing is also my second best friend. So those two pieces of kit don't live in the garage. The garage is solely the palace of the power tools. But and so pretty much that's how I came onto YouTube, and hopefully in the future it'll get better for me. But if you want to borrow a power tool, then send me an email. Because I'm sure I have it. Whatever you need, I'm sure I have it. I think that from the stuff that I have in my garage, I could build a tiny house. Yeah, I think I could. I pretty much have everything. I could tile it for sure because I've got a lot of tiles. I made a mistake. I don't know the metric system. And when my kitchen was put in, I needed some tiles for my kitchen. And I have enough tiles in there that I could tile probably every house on this side of the street. Oh, God. But anyways, once again, my name is Alexa, and please subscribe to my channel. I really need the help. As you can tell, I'm a little bit loony. But, here to entertain. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.